Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Pada video kali ini, kita akan membincangkan berkenaan dengan topik 7 iaitu Trigonometric Functions, subtopik 7.1 Trigonometric Ratios and Identities, 7.2 Compound Angles. Seperti yang anda tahu, trigonometric ratios banyak digunakan dalam real life punya aplikasi. Salah satu contohnya adalah tendangan bola dalam gambar rajah tersebut. Ada ketinggian 2.4 daripada ground kepada tiang gol tersebut dan jarak daripada bola kepada tiang gol tersebut. Dan sudah tentu kita boleh mencari nilai angle theta dengan menggunakan trigonometric ratios. So kalau kita boleh lukiskan segitiga tersebut dan kita labelkan sebagai X, Y, Z. Dan di sini ialah theta ya. So Y ini kita kenali dia sebagai opposite opposite bagi theta tersebut, dan X ini kita kenali dia sebagai adjacent, iaitu sebelah, opposite setentang, dan Z ini kita kenali dia sebagai hypotenuse. Okay. Dan kita ada rumus. Saya yakin di sekolah menengah anda telah tahu tentang formula ini, bahwa secah di mana a tangent equal to opposite over adjacent. So sin theta equal to opposite over hypotenuse, and cos theta equal to adjacent over hypotenuse. And if you substitute x, y, z into sin theta, cos theta, tangent theta, you akan dapat this formula lah. Then of course, kalau you tengok kat sini, tan theta equal to opposite over adjacent, you akan dapat y over x. And then actually, if you ganti sin theta over cos theta, which is actually pun akan sama dengan y over x. So kita dapat simpulkan kat sini bahawa tangent theta should be equal to sin theta over cos theta. And then cos theta, dia punya cosecant theta, formula dia ialah 1 over sin, secant theta 1 over cos, cot theta 1 over tangent. So if you have sin equal to y over z, then 1 over sin, of course, z over y. You just terbalikkan lah. And then 1 over cos sama juga, dia akan jadi z over x, since cos theta equal to x over z. And then 1 over tangent theta, you ada x over y. So if x over y should be cos over sin, because y over x is sin over cos. Kalau you terbalikkan x over y, dia akan jadi cos over sin. So you kena hafal lah this formula. Dan saya ada cara bagaimana untuk menghafalnya, cukup mudah. Kita hanya melihat huruf ketiga, which is cosecant, ialah S huruf ketiganya. So should be 1 over sin. And then this one, huruf ketiga ialah C. So should be 1 over cos. And then this one, huruf ketiga ialah T dan 1 over tangent theta. So, kita boleh pergi kepada example 1. So, example 1, if cot theta equal to 3/4 and theta is an acute angle, find tan theta, sin theta, secant theta, and cosecant theta. So, we know that cot, from the previous, cot is equal to 1/tan theta. So, equal to 3/4. So, I just tukar cot theta become 1/tan theta. Mana saya dapat ni? From here. Okay. Cot theta equal to 1/tan theta. And then, kalau if I simplify, then saya dapati tan theta equal to 4/3. And then, given that theta is an acute angle, so if I try to sketch the right angle triangle, so let's say theta is here. So from the formula, tangent theta equal to opposite over adjacent. So opposite should be here, which is 4, and adjacent should be here, which is 3. And if you apply the Pythagorean theorem, this one, the hypotenuse should be 5. Then from this triangle, of course, we can find the sin theta. Sin theta equal to opposite, which is 4, over hypotenuse, which is 5. And then secant theta. Okay, we know that secant theta, as I said before, how to memorize secant theta, just refer to the third alphabet, which is C. So this one should be 1/cos theta. And cos theta is equal to adjacent, which is 3, over hypotenuse. Okay. Then if you simplify this one, you will get 5/3. Okay. And then the last one, we have cosecant theta. Okay, so cosecant theta is equal to 1/, just remember the third alphabet, which is S. So this one equal to 1/sin theta. Okay, so 1/sin theta, we have 4/5. Okay, 4/5. And then simplify, you will get 5/4. So kita dapat kesemuanya just dengan menggunakan trigonometric ratios. Okay. And then kita pergi kepada the relationship between sin theta, cos theta, and tangent theta. So kita akan relatekan dengan angle yang satu lagi, which is 90 minus theta. Macam mana dapat 90 minus theta? We know that the total interior angle of triangle is 180 degrees. So if you subtract 180 degree with 90 degree and theta, then you will get this angle, which is 90 minus theta. Okay, so from the diagram, sin 90 minus theta equal to opposite, which is x, over hypotenuse, and cos theta equal to opposite, cos theta is adjacent, which is x, over hypotenuse, z. Then sine 90 degree minus theta should be equal to cos theta, this one. Then if you apply the same rule, you will get this relationship. Okay, the relationship between angle theta and angle 90 degree minus theta. Okay, so kita akan gunakan this relationship untuk example 2. Okay, so example 2, find the complementary angle of, okay, so we have a sine 25 degree. So we can use this formula, which is if we substitute theta equal to 25 degrees, so if we apply this formula, sine theta should be equal to cos 90 degree minus theta. Then if you substitute theta equal to 25, you will have something like 90 degree minus 25 degree. Then if you simplify, you will have 65. Yes. Okay. So this is the complementary angle. So for example 2b, so the answer is provided. So you can check. Okay. Next. Trigonometric ratios. Of course, a trigonometric ratio can be any angle, but actually we have some particular angle, which is like 30 degree, 45 degree, and so on. So, how do you find trigonometric ratios of particular angle? Of course, we can use right angle triangle. Okay, so we have two right angle triangle. The first right angle triangle, kita boleh extract daripada equilateral triangle. If we have equilateral triangle, the length is 2. If you divide to 2 equal parts, then you will get right angle triangle, which is angle adalah 30 degree, 60 degree, and 90 degree. And this one length dia jadi satu lah, because you divide jadi sama banyak. So this is 1, and this is of course 2. And if you apply the Pythagorean theorem, the length of the height is set 3, punca kuasa 3. So punca kuasa 3 kita panggil dia set 3 lah. And then of course another right angle triangle adalah daripada isosceles right triangle, which is the length is 1, but they are isosceles. But this one is right triangle, not isosceles triangle only, but this one isosceles right triangle. And then because of this isosceles triangle, so the angle will be the same. So this one 45 degree, and of course the hypotenuse we can find by using the Pythagorean theorem, which is set 2. And then from the triangle, of course you can find the trigonometric ratio for some particular angle, which is 30 degree, 45 degree, 60 degree. So for sine 30 degree, opposite over hypotenuse. Opposite is 1, hypotenuse is 2. And then for 45 degree, opposite is 1, hypotenuse is sec 2. And we know that 1 over sec 2 is equal to sec 2 over 2. After you rationalize this one, you will get this one. So why we rewrite these trigonometric ratios into this form, I will talk about it later. And then for 60-degree, we have opposite is sec 3, so this is opposite over hypotenuse is 2. And of course for sine 0 and sine 90-degree, this is very common. This is 0 and this is 1. So this is very common if you refer to the graph of sine theta. You know that sine 0 is 0, sine 90-degree is 1. And then you can apply the same method to get cos theta, which is adjacent over hypotenuse. So you will get all these trigonometric ratios. Okay, so you will get everything. Okay, so how to memorize this trigonometric ratio? Very easy actually. So for sine, we can memorize as this one. Maybe we can memorize as 0 over 2. Okay, so or set 0 over 2. This one set 1 over 2, and this one is set 4 over 2. Okay, this is not the method, just a way how to memorize trigonometric ratios. Okay, so do not confuse. Okay, so if you see the pattern, clearly that we can easily memorize, which is set 0, set 1, set 2, set 3, and set 4. And all of them over 2. So very easy, right? And for the cos theta, it just actually vice versa. This one becomes set 0 over 2, set 1 over 2, set 2 over 2, set 3 over 2, and then set 4 over 2. So it just reverse. Okay, so very easy to memorize. Okay, so for the tangent theta, I leave it to you how to memorize to see the pattern. Okay, so next, trigonometric ratio for any angle. So first, you mesti dah belajar untuk sebarang trigonometric ratio, sama ada sine, tangent atau cos, untuk first quadrant ialah semuanya bernilai positif. So this is the first quadrant. And this is second quadrant, which is for the second quadrant only sine will produce positive value. And for the third quadrant, only tangent is positive, and the fourth quadrant, only cos is positive. Okay, so for any positive angle. But for negative angle, we have another formula. So, in this course, we are not going to show how you get this formula. We just apply this negative angle to solve the problem. Okay, we have sine negative theta equal to negative sine theta, cos negative theta equal to cos theta, tangent negative theta equal to negative theta. So how to memorize this one? Very easy. You just memorize only cos negative theta is equal to positive cos theta. The rest will be negative, which is a negative sine theta and negative tan theta. So very easy to memorize. So just memorize only cos negative theta equal to positive cos theta. The rest will be negative, which is negative sine theta and negative tan theta. Okay, so example 3. Okay, look at example 3. Okay, so we have a sine 480 degree. So we know that 480 degree is actually more than one cycle because one cycle is 360 degree. So of course 480 degree more than 360 degree. So we can subtract first. Sine 460 degree should be equal to sine 460 degree minus 360 degree. So we have sine 120 degree. We know that 120 degree lies on second quadrant. Second quadrant, 100 degree, second quadrant. So for the second quadrant, sine is positive. Okay, sine is positive for the second quadrant, and then this one equal to 60 degree. So which is sine 120 degree is equal to sine 60 degree. Okay, so for the sine 60 degree, so just refer to the special angle because sine 60 degree is actually a special angle. Sine 60 degree is equal to sec 3 over 2. Okay, this one sec 3 over 2. Then how about sine negative 135? So here we apply the negative angle sine. So just recall back what I just said earlier. You don't have to memorize all the negative angle, just memorize the cos. The only cos negative theta equal to positive cos theta, and the rest will be negative. So this one, I'm very sure that sine negative theta is equal to negative sine theta. I'm very sure. Okay, see here. Okay, so just substitute theta equal to 135 degree equal to negative sine 135 degree. So here 135 degree also lies on second quadrant, which is for the for sine at second quadrant is positive. So this is negative from the negative formula, but this one sine 135 degree is positive sign on the second quadrant, and here is 45. So sine 135 degree equal to sine 45 degree, like that. Okay, and then 45 degree is special angle, so sine 45 degree is sec 2 over 2 or 1 over sec 2, sec 2 over 2 or 1 over sec 2, and then for C you boleh tengok sendiri the solutions given, then boleh study that one. And next, Pythagorean identities. So Pythagorean identities is an identity expressing the Pythagorean theorem. I know that you already learned about the Pythagorean theorem in terms of trigonometric functions. Okay, so consider the unit circle as shown in the diagram. Unit circle means the radius is 1. Okay, so unit circle is referred to the radius is 1. And let's say this is angle theta and x is adjacent, y is opposite, and the hypotenuse is 1. So note that from the trigonometric ratios, we have sine theta equal to opposite y over 1 hypotenuse, which is y, and cos theta equal to adjacent, which is x over hypotenuse is 1. So cos theta equal to x, sin theta equal to y. From the Pythagorean theorem, so we have x square plus y square equal to 1 square, which is 1. So if you substitute sin theta equal to y and cos theta equal to y, so kita akan dapat cos square plus sin square equal to 1. So saya nak jelaskan kat sini what is the meaning by cos square theta. So kat sini kita ada x square plus y square equal to 1. So kalau kita ganti x equal to cos theta square and y ialah sin theta square equal to 1. So actually cara untuk menulis cos theta square ialah dengan menulis sebagai cos square theta plus sin square theta equal to 1. Okay. So dapat disimpulkan kat sini bahawa cos theta square is equal to cos square theta. Okay. So benda yang sama. And then what happen if you divide equation 1 by cos square? Okay. If you divide by cos square, so you get 1. If you divide by cos square, so we know that sine over cos is tangent. But if sine square over cos square, you akan dapat tangent square. And then 1 over cos square, so kita tahu bahawa 1 over cos is actually secant theta. But if 1 over cos square ialah secant square theta. And then, apa berlaku kalau kita bahagi dengan sin square? If you bahagi sin square, okay, if you bahagi dengan sin square, okay, cos over sin is cot. Okay, kalau cos over sin is cot. But if cos square over sin square, you akan dapat cot square theta. And then if you bahagi this one dengan sin square, you dapat 1. And then if you bahagi dengan 1 over sin square, 1 over sin is cosecant. But 1 over sin square is cosecant square. So you dapat. So ketiga-tiga inilah kita panggil dia Pythagorean identities. Okay. So how to get these Pythagorean identities? Kita akan gunakan unit circle to derive this formula lah. Okay. Kita tengok example 4. Okay, tengok example 4. Simplify. So simplify cot x plus sin x 1 plus cos x. Okay. So of course kalau kita tengok kat sini cot ini kita ada formula iaitu, so So kita just copy dulu apa yang kita nak simplify, sin x over 1 plus cos x. Okay, cot x is equal to cos over sin. Just ingat balik yang tadi. Okay, yang mula-mula kita belajar tadi. Plus sin x over 1 plus cos x. And then equate the denominator. So multiply. So you akan dapat cos x multiply 1 plus cos x. Sin x, darab sin x should be sin x square, but kita dah belajar menulis dengan cara yang lebih simple, itu sin square x without the parenthesis. And then this one sin x 1 plus cos x. Okay, ini sedikit tips. Okay, bila kita dealing dengan trigonometric functions, normally saya tak darab terus ni ke dalam. Okay, kenapa saya tak darab terus? Because maybe later, maybe ada something yang kita boleh buat kalau tak boleh, kalau tak boleh dah ringkaskan apa lagi, kita akan darabkan later lah. But kalau kita check sini, nothing we can do about that. So then I decide to expand cos x plus cos x multiply cos x, you get cos square x plus sin square x over. Okay, so yang bawah ni, even if you multiply sin x plus sin x cos x, nothing we can do about that. So I decide just leave in this form. Okay, but ke atas ni, if you observe carefully, cos square x plus sin square x is actually Pythagorean identities. This one. Okay, this one. Cos square x plus sin square x equal to 1. Should be this one equal to 1. And then saya nak tulis 1 kat depan. Okay, why? Because boleh cancel dengan yang bawah. See, this is the beauty of Pythagorean identities. So this one you boleh cancel, then you ada 1 over sin x. And we know that 1 over sin x is equal to cosecant x. Okay, as I said, just memorize the third alphabet. Okay, so example 5. Example 5 you boleh cuba buat sendiri and then refer to the solution. Jangan tengok solution dulu baru buat soalan tu. Buat soalan dulu dan baru tengok solution. Okay, and then the last one in this lecture ialah berkenaan dengan compound angle. Okay, compound angle. So kenapa kita panggil dia compound angle? Sebab dia campuran ada dua angle, which is angle A and angle B. So of course A and B can be the same or different. So the first one, sin A plus or minus B. So the plus minus sign must be respectively to this sign. If you use plus, and this one should be plus. If you use negative, and this one should be negative. So the formula is sin A cos B plus minus cos A sin B. And then for the cos, so actually the positive and negative sign reverse. If this one plus minus, this one minus plus. So if you apply plus, and this one should be negative. If you apply negative, this one should be positive. And then the last one is tan A plus and minus B. So you just apply positive and negative sign accordingly. Okay. Okay, we just look at example 7. Okay, example 7. Okay, look at example 7. Find the values of sine A plus B, cos A plus B, and tan A plus B if given. So of course, this one we can apply the compound angle sine A plus B. If we write the formula sine A plus B, this one it should be equal to sine A sine A cos B plus cos A sin B. Again, here sin A is given, cos B also given, but we don't have cos A and sin B. So we must find the cos A and sin B first. So how to do that? We use triangle, right angle triangle. Okay, given that A and B in the first quadrant, so for angle A in the first quadrant, so like that. Okay, so this is theta, and not theta, here is A, should be A, so because they use A. So sin theta equal to opposite, which is 3, over hypotenuse, which is 5. If you apply the Pythagorean theorem, you will get this one is 4. Okay, so from this right angle triangle, of course, you can find cos A, which is 4 over 5, and also you can find tan A. Why we need tan A? Because we want to find tan A plus B. So tan A is equal to 3 over 4. And another one is angle B. So angle B also in the first quadrant. So just sketch the right angle triangle, and let's say this is angle B. So we have cos B equal to adjacent, which is 5. So this is adjacent 5, and hypotenuse is 13. So if you apply the Pythagorean theorem, this one should be 12. Okay. So from this right angle triangle, we also can find the sine B, which is opposite 12 over adjacent 13. And then tan B, we have opposite, which is 12 over 5. So all is positive. Okay, cos, tangent, sine, tangent, cos A, tan A, sine B, tan B, all positive value. Why? Because A and B in the first quadrant. So in the first quadrant, all sine, tangent, and cos are positive. So kita dah boleh cari sine A plus B by using compound angle, which is sine A cos B plus cosine is plus cos A sine B. So just substitute sine A equal to 3 over 5, cos B cos B is 5/13 plus cos A is 4/5. Sin B is 12/13. And then simplify, you will get 16/65. Okay. Then cos A plus B, cos A plus B. Okay, cos A plus B, the formula should be cos A cos B. Because of this one is plus, so this one should be negative. Sin A sin B. Okay, so just substitute cos A equal to 4/5. Cos B is 5/13 minus sin A. Sin A equal to 3/5. 3/5. Sin B 12/13. And then if you simplify, you get negative 16/65. And the last one is tangent A plus B. So what is the formula of tangent A plus B here? Okay, tangent A plus B equal to tan A plus tan B over 1 minus tan A tan B. Okay. Tan A plus B equal to tan A plus tan B over 1 minus tan A multiply tan B. Okay, just substitute. Tan A is 3/4 plus tan B is 12/15 over 1 minus tan A is 3/4 multiply tan B is 12/5. So sorry, this one should be 5, not 15. Okay. So if you simplify this one, you should have negative 16 over negative 63/16. Tolong simplify, jangan terus tulis jawapan, tolong ambil your calculator and kira. Okay, jangan terus ambil jawapan tu. Okay, then for question B, you boleh buat dulu and then baru refer question, baru refer solution. Okay, so saya rasa itu saja untuk video pada kali ini. Thank you. Sekian. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.